A single rail shipping mistake can cost your company $15,000 or more in unexpected fees, delays, and penalties. Yet 73% of first-time rail shippers make at least 3 costly errors in their initial shipments. Today, we're breaking down the 7 most expensive mistakes that drain budgets and how to avoid every one of them. These aren't minor oversights. They're business-breaking blunders that can turn a profitable shipment into a financial disaster. Mistake number 1, choosing the wrong railcar type for your commodity. A manufacturer recently lost $12,000 because they shipped steel coils in a standard boxcar instead of a centerbeam flat car. The coils shifted during transport, damaging both the cargo and the railcar. Different commodities require specific railcar designs. Grain needs covered hoppers, lumber requires centerbeam flats, and chemicals demand tank cars. Using the wrong equipment voids insurance coverage and creates liability for damage to both your freight and the railroad's equipment. Mistake number 2, underestimating demurrage and detention charges. These storage fees start accumulating the moment your railcar arrives at its destination. One shipper ignored their railcar for 6 days and faced $3,600 in demurrage charges at $600 per day. Rail carriers typically allow 48 hours for loading or unloading before charges begin. Plan your receiving operations in advance, have equipment ready, and track your railcars religiously. A simple scheduling mistake can cost hundreds of dollars daily. Mistake number 3, inadequate freight securement and blocking. The Federal Railroad Administration requires specific load securement standards that differ significantly from trucking regulations. A lumber company lost $8,000 when their improperly secured boards shifted and damaged 3 railcars. Rail freight experiences different forces than truck freight. Lateral sway, vertical bouncing, and sudden stops require specialized blocking techniques. Invest in proper blocking materials and follow Association of American Railroads guidelines, or face massive damage claims. Mistake number 4, ignoring weight distribution and car capacity limits. Railcars have both maximum weight limits and weight distribution requirements. Concentrating 60,000 pounds of steel at one end of a 100-foot flat car can cause derailments and equipment damage. One manufacturer faced $25,000 in penalties for improper loading that damaged railroad track infrastructure. Study the railcar's specification sheets, understand center of gravity requirements, and distribute weight evenly across the car's length. Mistake number 5, failing to understand transit time realities and planning accordingly. Rail transportation takes significantly longer than trucking, often weeks rather than days for cross-country shipments. A retail chain lost $18,000 in expedited trucking costs when their rail shipment arrived 2 weeks late because they assumed rail would match truck delivery times. Rail networks prioritize different traffic types, experience weather delays, and require classification yard processing. Always build extra time into your delivery schedules and communicate realistic expectations to your customers. Mistake number 6, choosing the wrong rail logistics provider or trying to handle everything internally. The 6 Class 1 railroads, BNSF, Union Pacific, CSX, Norfolk Southern, Canadian National, and CPKC, each have different strengths, pricing structures, and geographic coverage. Many shippers assume all railroads are identical and choose based solely on price. A chemical company wasted $10,000 shipping through the wrong carrier network, adding unnecessary interline transfers and delays. Partner with an experienced rail logistics company that understands carrier capabilities and can optimize your routing decisions. The final mistake, inadequate insurance coverage and risk management. Standard trucking insurance doesn't cover rail-specific risks like derailment, collision with other trains, or specialized equipment damage. One shipper discovered their $50,000 machinery shipment wasn't covered for rail transport after a derailment caused total loss. Rail freight faces unique hazards that require specialized coverage. These 7 mistakes have cost companies millions in avoidable losses, but they're all preventable with proper planning and expertise. At Steel Wheel Logistics, we help first-time rail shippers avoid these costly errors. Visit steelwheellogistics.com to learn how we can protect your shipments and your budget.